What do Eddie Van Halen and Tiger Woods have in common? Probably think not much. But the fact is, they both started early. They started what they do early. And arguably, they reshaped what they do. They reshaped the game of golf. They reshaped how to play the guitar. My name's Clifton Vann. I run I guess you'd say a medium-sized business, private business here in Charlotte. I work with 6,000 manufacturers across the Southeast. And one of the things that we have in common, all of us, is a dire need for talented people. And I see this across my entire customer base. Speaking personally from my own business, my company spent over $100,000 last year with headhunters trying to find talent to fill the gaps that we have in employment. Interestingly enough, and sadly enough, the vast majority of the people we found did not come from our great state here in North Carolina. See, today, North Carolina, its largest employer is Wal-Mart, which I think is symptomatic of the conditions that we face as a state in terms of our living wage and our ability to improve our living standards. When our largest employer is Wal-Mart, we are already behind. And believe me, I have nothing against Wal-Mart, but this shouldn't be the driver of our economy. And so really what we want to focus on is getting to kids early, making sure they're exposed to what the opportunities are and what the needs are for their education. But recently I had the opportunity to participate in a program called STEMmersion. Myself and several other very large manufacturers in the community saw the same thing. We need to get involved. And so we started a program where teachers would come for 2 weeks on a camp during the summer, and they would go to different businesses and they would see what the real life applications, the contextual reasons for what they were teaching were. And where do we use Pythagorean's theorem? And yes, we use the metric system. And I think for them it was shocking. And it started to break down what I perceived to be some isolationist, an island mentality that unfortunately many of the educators have never left school. And so I would say to you, all of us in the community, it's our responsibility to get out and help the educators and help these kids and show them the opportunities that are out there for employment. Because this is what really drives our economy. If you think about how real wealth is created, really in a few ways: agriculture, mining, manufacturing. The vast majority of the other things we do are redistribution of that wealth. And so I want to make sure that we're getting our kids exposed to STEM educations, because these are the high-paying jobs. These are the jobs of the future. Right now, what I see in manufacturing is I see a movement towards reshoring. I see companies coming back, and they're coming back in droves for many different reasons, but the biggest one is their consumer base is here. The only thing that will undermine this effort will be our inability to fill those jobs that are coming with the talent that these employees are looking for. And so I want to make sure that I overimpress upon you today the need to invest in our kids. And the simple question is this: and what's the worst thing that can happen if we spend every ounce of energy we have working on our young people through education? And conversely, what's the best thing that can happen if we don't? Thank you for your time.